or it will be annihilated,
So,
or it will become an annihilator.
yeah, yeah, everything gets used. Like nothing goes to waste, really. So when it when it comes to when it comes to the people that are in this community, or that the people that are have some dedication to knowledge itself, it appears from the the world that I've met, the people that I've met from around the world, that you're the only person that has not that people, you never lost yourself. Like people have found, they experience themselves, maybe they have a relationship with themselves, but you never lost yourself. So you're seeing the game a totally different way, and you're coming and going, I guess, in and out of form, so much more, and it just a different, more controlled way, to where I guess you could avoid the pitfalls of some of the things that happen to people that were supposedly leaders in the knowledge itself, or consciousness movement, or community.
Mhm. That so-called community you just mentioned is not a community. Literally, a community has a function and an order. And when I hear certain things, for example, you hear the term um, the black community. It literally is seen as a joke by those who, are in the know, or those who are not in the know. How is that a community? And which blacks are you talking about? The Georgian blacks of Russia, or the so-called blacks of Africa? Because most of them, they only started calling themselves the different nations or tribes there, started using the term black in the 20th century, mid the latter 20th century, as a result of what was going on this side of the world. This side of the world is not only the head order, it's the order that gets copied. And that's the other thing that's being kept in fray and kept in discombobulation big time.
This will always be the head. The Americas, or so-called Americas, is the head. Will always be the head.
Right, which is why everyone copies what goes on here. It has nothing to do with marketing. Like, oh, you got the best marketing. It has nothing to do with marketing at all. It has everything to do with the fact that that's the head.
And then the body follows that.
Hmm. And
The
and
body
who does
community.
who does the world copy the most? The Aboriginal male, from his rap to his swag to his style of dress to everything.
Yeah. Uh, that's the if you go anywhere in the world, that's the standard of cool or attractiveness.
What is a man or an original man, and that is what everyone copies, and you wonder why. It has nothing to do with, oh, it's popular, it's trendy. It has nothing to do with that. This goes before anything of this era. For those who can recall, they know. So it has to do with, if you realize there's an order, and that is a good representation of what I've been saying. They're out of order, for one. They're not supposed to be. And I was like, wait, what? Yeah, you've bought into the world of hip hop and rap. You've bought into it. You have been tricked. You have been terraformed, whatever you want to call it. You've been bamboozled and fooled, and you're now caught up in a spell. You can't give it up. That's a mantra. That's a danger of mantra. Mantras are for that purpose, so that you will repeat them and repeat them and repeat them, and they'll become part of your core. Your core is where your liver sits and your pancreas resides.
And yeah, I guess you have a mutiny situation. Like if you're selecting based on your tongue more than all those other organs, and it's like the hierarchy gets broken in a sense, like, because yeah, there's just no order there, and
If
I guess that's like the
if
my
the
bad.
if the head's out of order, then everything else is out of order too. And if the head doesn't know it's a head, then just imagine if your head. That happens with people who have who are in comas or who have head trauma. Try reaching someone who has had head trauma, from a car accident or something. And they might be trying to reach you. You don't know that, or maybe they're not. What they're seeing, you don't know. What they're experiencing, you don't know, but you just know you cannot reach them. It takes time, it takes a lot of patience, it takes a lot of therapy, it takes a lot of oxygen feeding into the brain cells.
So since the Aboriginal male or the Aboriginal man, man and woman of the Americas is the head. Basically, this world is their dream, and everything got attracted to this dream.
Well, if it is, it's a nightmare because they're out of order. They're doing everything they're not supposed to be doing, eating things they're not supposed to be eating, living the way they're not supposed to be living. For example, if you're in a house and you have, let's say you've got 12 children, 12 offspring, you've got an elder one. The elder one's been around a while. They've been with you since the time you started becoming a guardian. So they know certain things and you've revealed certain things to them as the guides, as the parents. They are responsible, and there are certain behaviors that they just don't do. They're not tempted to do it, they just don't want to do it, but they also know it has nothing to do with being tempted, it has nothing to do with a pull. They know that this behavior they're not going to do because as a result of what they do and how they're seen, they can bring about the destruction of the entire house. So they know better not to do that, and it's not in them to do that. So their behavior has to be of a certain type. They're not too indulged. They can't make the mistakes of the younger. The younger might be able to make mistakes and learn from them and be, admonished or be chastised for them. But that's because the nature of their youth, the nature of their being. And in that, they also are teachers. However, that elder one is not supposed to do that at all. So when they do, wow, you now have a chain reaction and you have a fall.
So
And what if a stranger comes in and they want to maintain that disunity and that chaos? They will make sure, especially if the guardians are gone, they will make sure that the elder one, the brains, the judge, is no longer the brain. They'll make them think that they're the lowest. They might even make them think they're the servant of the house. Total discombobulation.
and I remember you were saying that, like the discombobulation, like it's almost like if people's souls were flipped or their spirit was flipped.
Hmm.
So like if you look at it like I don't know if we could use sacred geometry or the tree of life or those Cathara grids or whatever, like people are their consciousness is in a different, it's not in alignment with, I guess, the core of the being. It's like you said, like it's flipped somewhere. So it's like the head is just available. So like I guess the dreams just get colonized, or the memories. Is it the memories that are getting colonized, or is it the dreams? Because like are the memories there, but like with the parasite presence, the memories aren't being experienced like completely. So you just loop them, like you just keep going through them.
The memories get caught up in the dream space. That's the way of total confusion. If you were if a parasitic function which attaches itself to synapses were to separate keep the so-called memories, the cells that function as memory cells, which are in the frontal, the part of the frontal lobe and also part of the midbrain, function with the midbrain, then those are the connection points. They're not the actual, zones. Those are the connection points. With the brain is dead, those functions, they go where? They're supposed to go to a realm of a process, no different than the process of the sperm traveling or the egg traveling. There's a process. So when those particular forces don't travel where they're supposed to travel, then you don't get memories. You don't get full transition. You get um, like sharks tearing apart a body, and each part now in every shark or various sharks, there's a flow of that force, and the final phase is the liver. That's why it's important to maintain that so-called organ, not allow cirrhosis or hepatitis or anything like that to occur. It's important. And I've helped many to create new livers for themselves because of the fact that they had succumbed to certain, not succumbed to, but they had exposed themselves to certain types of lifestyles. And they were willing to go the full 9 yards in order to get that repair, to repair themselves. But if they had did not do that, they would have been worse off than the average person. The average person still has that journey. It's a short journey, but they don't get the full journey. And that's why you don't get memories having their full flow, their full capacity, which should go into your firstborn, secondborn, thirdborn, where they certain animals have it. I didn't see the parent training it. It's their memory, their electrical grid memory travels. It functions the way it's supposed to function. You're taught to call it instinct and whatever.
So like how are the dreams supposed to transition? How are like the lifetime supposed to transition or going in and out of a body? Because like you saying like as far as like what you can't take when you leave. Like if you have a parasite like that's attached to your energy, when you come back into form, the parasite's still going to be there in that energy in that energy.
They will link themselves to bloodlines that way, so they'll stay within their families unless somebody ends it, or they find another route. They always have routes. That's just the way they're formed. So you say, well, how come they're allowed to have a route? It's not about how come they're allowed to have a route. They're there as a fail-safe. This is what happens when certain things don't occur. There's a law, there's an order. You don't do the law or the order. This is what happens in this place. This is a learning place.
So when there's like a lack of presence in a period in your life, it's like a governor system. The parasite just governors that part, that area of your life. For some people, it's like their whole life.
Allegedly, I think it was supposedly or allegedly, Genghis Khan said, if you were not wicked, something of that nature, I would not have come to destroy you, something of that nature. In other words, if you had been together as a unified house, I would not have come to destroy you. You can look up the quote. I think I read that in the past somewhere. That's allegedly he said that. Allegedly. Uh, so, in other words, the parasite, the things that break things down and break them apart and consume them, exist because they have to exist. They're part of this structure, but they are out of alignment when you go out of alignment. This place is made up of lines, of laws, ley lines. In Latin, ley is law. So they're laws of the land, the law of the land, the lay of the land. The lay of the land is how it's made, it's topography. And we are land beings. So we are in that grid of land and space. In other words, we are an amalgamation of forces, and we are also the nexus between the seen and the unseen. And therefore, what we take with us in the now, we give back in the now. We don't keep it. And then when we transition, we have to leave other things that are not to go when we transition. And I mentioned some of those things that don't go. But if you are intertwined with all that, then you don't go. And then you don't exist. You exist in fragments. So you'll have a fragment of someone who is a fragment, and they only exist in that millisecond of time when you think of them. You don't know who they are, who they were. How far back can you go in naming a so called relative? Unless they made it into a so called history book, and those are pretty much lies for the most part. And you're taught to relish and worship the wealthy. That's why when they say something was built, they name a king or a queen. They didn't lift a finger. But you don't think of all those other people who put together that bridge. All you think of is some Elizabeth built this. No, Elizabeth built nothing. But That's why the whole purpose of royalty and wealth, they want to be deified. The purpose of deification is to grab energy, um, and primarily grab it from constituents. And with that force of energy, you're able to maintain most of your memories and pass those things on into your legacy. Thanks for listening. You've heard the first 15 minutes of this podisode. Now go to pharaohshouse.com and sign up to become a monthly subscriber and hear the next 30 minutes of this podisode. Or go to my Patreon link that you see in the description and become a Patreon supporter of Pharaoh's House and have access before everyone else does for the first 30 days after I've recorded it to 45 minutes to an hour's worth of podisode. That's the podisode in its full entirety, but only if you become a Patreon supporter today. Otherwise, please go to pharaohshouse.com and sign up to become a monthly subscriber and hear 30 minutes of this podisode. Thanks. Pharaoh's House Podisode is the sole property of pharaohshouse.com. All third-party copyrights revert to their original owners. To inquire about syndication or sponsorship, please visit our website at pharaohshouse.com.